Hello, Emma.
Hello, Louis.
What are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to go over the installation rules for duct temperature sensors.
All right, where should we start?
In this video, we will cover all the general principles and then move on to the specific principles of duct temperature sensors.
Very well, I'm listening.
You need to ensure that the operating conditions match the data provided by the manufacturer. Examine the physical principle and basic conditions of the sensor. Also, check the visual condition of the sensors. Now, let's talk about the labeling that needs to be done.
Ah yes, I remember we had to do that for pipe sensors as well.
That's right. Just like with pipe sensors, you need to mark the location of hidden instruments, such as those under false ceilings. Place readable labels with the tag number and other references as shown on the installation diagram. Finally, ensure the labeling of the connection cables with labels at both ends.
Very well.
Let's move on to the electrical connection. As you can see in the diagrams, make sure to tighten the screws and cable glands properly to ensure the specified protection rating. Now, let's move on to the mechanical connection. Use mounting brackets for the installation of duct sensors. These mounting brackets can be either plastic for temperatures up to 120 degrees Celsius or brass for temperatures up to 260 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Let's move on to the sensor placement. Make the tapping while carefully considering the space required for the sensors. If there's a risk of clogging, for example, after mixing dampers, a heater, or a cooler, avoid using duct sensors. Place the sensor in the middle of the airflow.
That's to measure the most accurate temperature, right?
Exactly. Also, provide a controlled tapping point near each measurement point and don't install the sensor facing downward. Now, I'm going to recommend some locations for duct temperature sensors.
I'm listening.
First, if you want to place a sensor downstream of a heating or cooling coil, allow a distance of 1 to 3 times the diameter.
To prevent the coils from affecting the sensor data?
That's right. The probe should be placed in a laminar flow, not a turbulent one. Secondly, downstream of an air washer, the minimum distance is 1 meter. Finally, downstream of a steam humidifier, allow 5 to 10 meters as the steam needs to be absorbed at the measurement point.
Very well. Can we move on to the specific principles now?
We can move on to averaging sensors now. Be careful not to bend the capillary to a radius smaller than 20 millimeters. Coil any unnecessary length of the capillary inside the duct.
Oh really? So I can't cut the unnecessary length of the capillary?
Yes, you should never cut the capillary. Use accessories to cover the entire surface. The distance between each curve of the capillary should be identical, as shown in the image. If there's a coil nearby, place the sensor at least 50 millimeters away from it.
Very well. Thank you for all this information. I can now install my duct temperature sensors without making any mistakes.
Thank you for listening. We invite you to continue your learning through our other tutorials and to join us on our website www.eMoteek.net.